Sounds like either a smoke detector or camera. Pumpkin. Maya, you still here? Maya said, I want round two. Go ahead, Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Go ahead, Pumpkin. Country
Hey,
Pumpkin. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
What's your disagreement?
My disagreement is I
Oh,
feel like women have equal value as men.
okay. Congratulations. What else?
Um, Women, I feel like if you say that women could,
No, 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 no. If you have equal value as men, uh, where name me one civilization where women are running it, built it, the infrastructure, maintain it, secure it, provision it.
women produce. That's my
No,
thing.
no, 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 no. I asked you specifically. Name me one civilization, one society that where
I
women do all
can't.
those things
I can't name it.
because they don't exist.
But you don't think that
Young lady, men and women are not equal. You're in a first world country, and the reason you can do what you do right now is because men have civilized the world in general. Do you even know what a power plant is, a local water plant? If the power went out right now, the water went out, how would you even survive? Thank you. Y'all always coming in here talking about your equal, and you don't even know how to build a damn fire. I don't even know how to build a fire. We're equal. I am woman, hear me roar. The number's too big to ignore. But then you'll carry your ass to the ocean and get salt water and boil it. Go watch it. It's a video right here. Um, if y'all just want to make arguments saying that women and men are equal, okay, cool. You can be equal. Your Power Ranger level is 95, just along with a man. You can be Captain Marvel and be the strongest Avenger, but that shit only works in the movies. In the real world, uh, Zoe, then what's her name? Karina? Karina, and then Zoe. Karina, and then Amira. Go ahead, Karina. All right, she just clicked her picture. Unmute. Hello?
Sorry.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, what's your disagreement?
So I disagree a lot with the whole infidelity thing, especially you said earlier, I believe even with men that make like $70,000.
No,
Um
no, 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 no. Okay. It's not infidelity. I
uh,
said high value men don't cheat. They exercise options. Was that your boyfriend that just rolled away?
no, he's not my boyfriend. He's my roommate.
Have you
I don't
been
have a
drinking?
boyfriend. No.
Okay, you sound kind of slurred. So what's the disagreement?
Uh,
That infidelity, high value men don't cheat. They just exercise
So pretty
options.
much, I just like I'm really curious about what you think about the contradiction between that and like the Bible. It just
Why?
seems like it
Why is there infidelity or how many wives did
yeah,
Solomon have?
well, it just seems like the Ten
How
Commandments
many wives did
specifically,
Solomon have? There's no commandment to be faithful in the Ten Commandments.
um,
All
thou
right,
shalt not commit adultery.
but there's a commandment. I'm thinking about something else. Uh, Commit adultery.
Yeah.
Well, like it or not, Solomon committed adultery. Abraham committed adultery. David committed adultery. How do you get 7 billion people on the planet? And here's the thing, I'll go down the path with you. 10 commandments. You are breaking, how many of the commandments are you breaking with yourself being as heavily tattooed and adorned as you are?
Not heavily
You,
tattooed for
ma'am,
sure.
You look like you look. I mean, the Bible will say you're just like a Jezebel. You got a dog collar with spikes on your neck. Are you serious?
I mean, it's not really.
Are you serious? I mean, we're going to talk about the contradictions in the Bible. This woman's asking me about the contradictions.
I'm not like claiming anything myself.
But so why are you asking about the contradictions in the Bible if you're not a Christian or you've been claiming
because I'm curious.
No, you just want to. Okay, you're right. Men shouldn't do it. Don't. And I'm gonna be honest, man. High value men probably not really a big concern. I mean, honestly, no offense, but not really a big concern, is it? I mean, you plan on being the senator's wife or the mayor's wife, or, I mean, no offense, but.
I mean, I was just curious about how you reconcile that.
Okay. I've already. You ladies are, well, it says thou shalt not commit adultery. You're right. Mm-hmm. Says a whole lot of other thou shalt not too. And I'll play that game with you all day long. If you want to live strictly according to the Bible, men win. Men win that one all day long. I don't think you ladies want to go back to the Old Testament, the Old Covenant. But just goes to show, gentlemen, women, when they're losing an argument, they will cherry pick any piece of it to make a point. A woman with a dog collar and tattoos everywhere wants to make an argument on the Ten Commandments. You can't make this shit up. Good try, though. Good try.
That was pathetic.
All right, Amira. Zoe, you're next.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hey, so like I don't really have an argument because like I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay. I got to do disagreements. Hello.
Hi.
Zoe?
I would just like to clarify that according to the Bible, adultery is sleeping with another man's wife.
Well,
So,
I know, I know, but
yeah.
I mean, she wasn't being serious. Do you have a disagreement? Because I got to get to this. Okay, what is it?
I guess my disagreement would be if a high value woman has to do with age, because I know you say
No.
most high value men won't be high value before age 30.
No,
but
high value woman does not have to necessarily do with anything with age. Attractive no, it doesn't. Attractive and appealing, have a comforting character, discerning and disciplined, liberating and loyal, enthusiastic and exuberant.
But then isn't the danger zone you're aging out of your prime of being a high value woman?
No. The danger zone is when you need to focus like a laser on what you want as far as your outcomes in your personal life. Has nothing to do with being a high value woman. It means if you know you want to be married and have children, you need to focus if you haven't got married before the age 27. You guys often conflate. You guys often hold on. Yeah, no problem. You guys often conflate things that I say. I need to write a book with like a glossary of terms and things because there's so many things out there. But appreciate it. Maya, are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself? You talking to me? I can't hear you. You're muted. I don't know. I mean, go ahead, Lolise. Go ahead. Hello. Hey, what's your disagreement?
Well, my disagreement is I don't know if I understood right or wrong, but when you go out with the first time, not exactly with the first time with a guy, what they want is sex, looking for a sex. I have the experience with a person that more than one person.
Oh, okay. Where's the disagreement? Because I'm having a hard time with the accent. And you've been drinking a little bit too.
No, I'm Mexican.
I bet you've got a glass of wine there.
Latina,
and you're drinking vino, and I'm having a hard time.
What about you drinking Red Bull?
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. Not to my senses. Okay, well, all right. We gotta get to the disagreements though. Maya, why are you still back? Maya, we've already had our conversation. You want to finish a conversation? Is that what you say? You book a session. You're a successful woman. Book a session. You're high value. Book a session. You don't get to use pretty privilege over here on me. Pretty. I'm not impressed by pretty. I deal with pretty all the time. It requires more than that. Mm. That requires more than that. See, the problem that a lot of pretty women have, but I will use you as a talking point while everybody else is getting ready. The problem a lot of pretty women have is when they start getting to the danger zone, the wall, things like that. When things start to close in on women who have been able to use their looks to get what they want. The problem is it's a finite resource. You may be as pretty as you want to be, but after 24, 25 is as good as it gets. 26, the new 22-year-old. And the closer women get to 30, sadly, the pretty professional problems crew, and this may not be you, Maya, but this is the problem of the eternal seven, because so many pretty women tend to not develop their interpersonal skills. They've been used to getting by on their looks and the ability that all men and most women want to do them. You effectively are dealing with when you're effectively dealing with a woman that came into her maturity or her beauty at whatever age. So if that's 16, 17, 18, sadly, emotionally, you can make an argument that many women are arrested right there. So why do you start seeing women who are 30 years old acting bratty, who are professional and attractive? Well, because effectively, that's why they stop developing. And they can't use their looks like they could use them. And they didn't cash them in soon enough. That's why the whole thing with the eternal sevens and this and that, you can't make this shit up. Okay, Adia, your microphone's not connected. And Tanya, your video's not on. So that was the smoke show. We got more people coming in. Maya, I was very serious. He's like, I'm gonna sit here until you bring me back on. You'll sit there then. So, why are smoke shows important? Clear the air. Let folks come in. Let folks have their say. You know, as we see, the biggest topic seems to be this whole infidelity piece. Ladies, I don't make human beings the way they are. And I am sorry that so many of you have been lied to by people singing you romantic songs. I give you the sun, the rain, and stuff. I'll tie your shoes, your crumb snatchers too. I was talking about this the other day. How the late 80s and early 90s, man, dudes was on records and CDs lying to women. Lying. Oh, I love you, girl, just to get some ass, and then turn around, couldn't do none of that stuff. What I'm telling you is, look, you want a man who is 6 figures plus, who is physically attractive, imposing, about his business, on his purpose, driven, somebody who can keep you in your feminine with his masculine energy and frame. In this world, those men are rare. From an income standpoint and even from a masculine frame standpoint. Ladies, be prepared to share. If you don't want to share, I get it. I get it. Hey, Jen, you got to get on camera. If you don't get on camera, you can't be here. And if you don't want to share, I get it. I completely understand. I understand that there are some women whose egos are our egos are set up like I can't accept sharing a man. I get it. I get your ego is so big that you can't look at sharing on that. Mm-hmm. And somebody came in and saying, she got you on that adultery point. No, not really. You're not very good Christians. First of all, even if you read it as adultery is between a married person and a person who is or is not their spouse. So you could say a married person with a married person or a married person without their spouse, but it's also under the old covenant. It's on the Old Testament. The 10 Commandments was the old law. If you believe in the Godhead, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, Christ, Jesus, we're under the new covenant. So play with your G.I. Joe. I do this. I can't. Your audio's not connecting. Taz Boinkin, you ready? Boinking, boinky, 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 boinky. Go ahead. Hello.
Is it unmuted? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Your first name?
Tajani.
And how old are you?
I'm 29.
All right. What do you got for me?
I just really admire your show. I have no smoke.
Okay.
And I wasn't expecting to get on here, honestly.
But this is a smoke show. So this is a disagreement show. So appreciate you coming on. Come back on Monday when we're not smoking.
Okay. Thank you.
And she said she came over here to get up 15 minutes with your fine ass. Yeah, I ain't gonna put it on the screen. Y'all be mad if I put it on screen. If I put it on screen, they'll be like, oh, damn. No, I ain't gonna put it on screen. Yeah, she was fine. Maya, if you could just smile, Maya. See, Maya is one of those kind of chicks that I would have hunted a Maya. I'm gonna just tell you, I would have hunted a Maya. I'm putting mine on the screen. See, back in the day, I would have hunted her because I would have broke her. That sassy ass attitude, I'd have hunted her to dominate her. But that doesn't work, but that's unhealthy. It's unhealthy for a man to do that, and it's unhealthy for a woman, in my opinion, just my personal opinion, nothing to back it up, it's straight opinion. That's an unhealthy dynamic. And why is that important? Because so many pretty professional women have what makes you. How about this? Ladies, understand something. I often tell men this in our one-on-one sessions. Your professional successes, your professional skill sets do not map over to your personal life. You can be extremely successful in your professional life. You can be extremely accomplished over here, but you can be 180 degrees opposite over here. Those two things don't map. And a lot of men think because they have it over here, they should translate over there. No. Competence gets compensated in the work world. But in relationships, competence gets compensated as well. I tell men often, myself included, you had to raise your competence level in being in a relationship. Well, ladies, where are you competent in a relationship? And sadly, especially women who tend to be more attractive or whatever, you never had to really work as hard as other women to raise their competence level. So if you're a woman who is an adjustable 6, 8, 9, or 10, and you actually have competence in relationships, those women tend to get snapped up just like that. Okay, your hand is up. I can't do anything with that, so we got to move. Ariel, you got to be on camera, or I can't. You got to be on camera. Mama Cole, you can go ahead. Go ahead, Mama Cole.
Hi, Kevin. How are you? This is such an honor to be here tonight.
But do you have a conflict?
I do.
Okay, what is it? What is it?
So my conflict is you say options as if it's a positive thing, like it's okay for men to have options. And my issue with that is, like, okay, so if you're a woman who has options, like when do you go into the relationships? And I guess you.
Okay. What man has options?
A high value man.
Why does he have options? Go ahead.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Why does he have options?
Because let's say he's quote unquote successful, he's attractive, he's, you know, family oriented, everything you want him to be, whether it is.
Well, if he's all those things, options are a result of the things he's worked to become.
So when is it okay to say, you know what, we both have options, but I'm attractive, you're attractive.
Well, now see, that's the problem. You women often try to equate. Okay, you got Barney playing in the background. You got
that's the baby. Sorry, that's my.
All right, but the thing is, this is when I have to get real pragmatic, ma'am. A high value man, I gotta mute that. A high value man and a woman. If you had to put a dollar value on what each brings to the table, women rarely equate to their man. So it's an unbalanced question. It's basically saying, well, because you're here and I'm here. Let me unmute you. Let me ask you a question this way. Are you familiar with the game of chess?
Yes.
What's the more valuable piece, the king or the queen?
The queen. Oh, well, yeah, I think the queen. Right, Dan? Wouldn't you agree?
What?
What's the most valuable piece in the chess game?
In the chess game, the queen. Well, the king.
Wait.
The king.
This is Kevin, the guy that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, the most valuable piece in the chess game is the king. You can lose the queen and still win. You lose the king, the game is over.
Right. Absolutely.
So, even on the chessboard, those two pieces, even though they're powerful, one outranks the other. One has a higher value.
This is what he says. But
So
my stepdad says your ideology of things is going to make a woman ultimately like unhappy, like because it's.
I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about, because here's the thing: a man's not happy having to go out and kill the dragon, bring home the meat. I care about duty, respect, and everything else. Happiness is what got us right here, right now. The notion of romantic love. Go back 200-300 years ago, when people were in love, they do what they had to do.
Yeah, but then when
50%, 51% divorce rate in this country, and 7 or 8 out of 10 of divorces are filed by women. Our decision to try to Disney-fy relationships has got so many women not even understanding who men are. You want men peeing, sitting down, and acting like women, and that's not who we are.
Right. Yeah, but then guys want to be treated like girlfriends. Sometimes they want us to go 50-50 with them, or like.
I don't worry about those guys. I don't deal with those men. I deal with men who take care of shit over here. Yeah, I deal with men who pay 100% of the bills. I don't deal with the 50-50 shit. I deal with the men who can pay the cost to be the boss, but then he expects to. See, the thing about an option doesn't mean he's going to exercise it. It just means he can.
That means I'm an option. I'm a liable. He can just toss me whenever he's done with me.
You can. That means it's your job to stay valuable. Exactly. Okay. And see, women used to accept that, because if your job is, if you're the queen, you should keep his stomach full, his balls empty, and him happy enough to where he doesn't want to exercise options. You're right. But see, today we've made women lazy to where you just, I'm married now, have your babies, queen me, French toast that. Back in the days where we talked about stuff used to work. So appreciate it, because women want marriages that last 30, 40, 50 years. And back in the day, women had to accept that men are men. Men are men. And if you keep your husband happy, even if he does step out and exercise an option, I guarantee you this, the kind of men I'm talking about would never let that stuff come towards his kingdom. Because he doesn't want it to affect his queen or anybody else. I don't know what kind of men y'all are expecting. Y'all think these men are just running around. I'm having sex. I'm talking about men who are working 10, 12, 14-hour days. They don't have time to be doing this stuff. I'm talking about men who barely have time to come home to do you. I'm more worried about what men can't do. All right, we got a few more before we get in here.
Shout out to people like Steve Harvey. Shout out to the West in general for dignifying these things. I mean, making women feel like men and women are equal is one of the things that we can definitely talk about. And the reason why they find it difficult to understand or to accept these things from men is the fact that they see themselves being equal to a man. Gone are days, women understand that, or women understood that men are different from women, and women are different from men, and a man is having the highest authority, and women understood that. But today, they just think they're equal, and if you are with me, how about we just decide that, okay, I'm high value woman and you are high value man, let's just stay together and no one cheats on the other. No, we are not equal. And the way Kevin Samuels have these conversations, it's almost like it's something that is scripted, right? It's almost like something that he really knew what these people are coming to ask and the answers that he gives. Look at the lady that was talking about, $70,000 men also cheating and all that, the contradiction with the Bible, and Kevin had to just shut her down. Isn't like that. I mean, this guy do it effortless, right? He just as I mean, I try to be the mayor's high value. No, that shouldn't be your vocabulary. Ooh, I was like, wait a goddamn minute, this man is cold, man. But as much as he sounds cool on this one, but he's right. I mean, with all the chest tattoos and all these things, talking of high value, and the fact that every lady just think of it that I can just come into these type of spaces and talk about high value men is surprising. Why is that all of them even think of it that they can even get high value men in the first place? Most of you are not even going to get husbands. Let's make that clear first, right? Most women are not going to get husbands. To talk of high value. So if most women are not going to get high value, sorry, if most women are not going to get husbands, if we start to have a conversation about high value, guess what? Your prayer point should be, oh, I'm just looking for a man that is high value, that is willing to take me on. You should be thinking of being selected by a high value man first, because most women aren't going to even get a husband in the first place. Let's be honest. It's mathematically impossible. So thinking of it that, oh, almost everyone will get and they're all coming in and they're speaking about high value and how they achieve and all that is not fair and blah blah blah. It's crazy to me. It's wild. It's the delusion that we often speak about when it comes to black women. The mindset that we all are special. We all are going to get high value men and no one is going to get the brokey or the average guy. No, most of you are not going to get husbands. Most of you are unpleasant to be around. Most of you are obnoxious. Most of you are disrespectful, not submissive. Most of you are loud. And to top it all, most of you are just disagreeable. And those men that we're having conversation around today wouldn't even want to deal with that in the first place, first and first. How about we have conversation about that? But our women are so busy, and the way they just have conversation about these things, it's almost like it is guaranteed that she's going to get a high value man. So she's already having a conversation of how she will just have him all to herself. No, you are more likely going to get an average man, if not below average. And that's not an insult. That's not insulting. That's reality. That is just who you can afford to get when it comes to the sexual marketplace. And that's not insulting. That is normal. Average men are the norm in societies. It's only in Black America you realize that when you are an average man, you are an insult to a Black woman, which is sad. And this is the reason why there is daily imbalance when it comes to the Black community, because each and every Black woman thinks she's special and she's gonna get a high value Black man. You realize that oftentimes majority of the kids are being produced by a very tiny proportion of Black men, and this is the mindset. The mindset that we all special, and if he have reproduced with this woman and he happen not to marry her, I'm special. If he happen to reproduce with me, he is going to marry me. But you're special. You're just another lady. You're just another woman. You're just another one with a womb. And he's probably going to impregnate you without marrying you. It's just reality. And you realize that a large proportion of the kids are being produced by, is it 20, 25, 30% of the men? Is this mindset. We all special and we all going to get a high value man and no one is going to get a brokey or an average guy, which by the way is insulting. If an average lady happened to come in to have conversation of high value men and just totally shutting down average men, it's insulting. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and like the video. Catch you in the next episode. I'm out here. Peace.